How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my Dead Space Remake or Collectibles 100% guide. This is chapter 10. We are back at the bridge and we're going to go and get Benson's rig. This is for the side mission, You Are Not Authorized. So this is the longest chapter collectibles wise in general by far, just because we have to backtrack a lot to get a bunch of collectibles. In this section of the game, we actually get to the point where we have the master level clearance, so we can open all the doors that are locked. By master level, there's a bunch of upgrades we can get. So first of all, we're just going to backtrack and get a ton of that, and one of them is right here. You actually can't get this one until you reach this chapter, but we're going to work on getting that master clearance before we go and get a bunch of the others. And that is the last rig we need, I think. So to get this achievement, we're going to need to go back to the bridge. If you have already got all of the rigs in a separate order to me, you can just go back to the bridge by going to the tram station and hopping on the tram to the bridge. You need to go back to the captain's nest, basically. So you also get an achievement or a trophy for completing the side mission. Pretty sure you get achievements or trophies for each of the side missions that you complete, which is nice. So all the way back down here, this is where you have the original conversation with Hammond before chapter 9. So down we go towards the escape pods, past those and into the nest. I think it's called the captain's nest anyway. Let's see. Yeah, captain's nest. In we go. So interact with this console. That'll get the master security clearance and get that security, that side mission finished. Alright, next up we've got a weapon upgrade. Weapon upgrade number 1 of this chapter for the pulse rifle. We need to go through the elevator that's closest to the captain's nest. There are 2 elevators in this area, so make sure you take the right one. This is for high yield grenades. So once we reach the bottom of the elevator, come out the door and go through the door to your right, which you can now open with master security clearance. So in one of these lockers, you will find the weapon upgrade. There it is. 34 collectibles to get in this chapter. So next up, we've got a node you can find in the same room. I'll check the map quickly for anybody who's using timestamps just to get the nodes. This is at the bridge section of the game. Alright, so next up we've got a weapon upgrade. This one's precision lasers, the second weapon upgrade we can get for the line gun. Sorry for the quick pause there. I'm going to come this way and hop in the elevator. We're having to go to many different areas. Is this hydroponics we're heading to? I think it might be, but either way, there's the weapon upgrade. If there's any confusion as to where you are, just check the map at the beginning of the collectible. Usually helps. Next up, we've got another node heading into Hydroponics Central. This is where you'll create the enzyme in chapter 6. We're gonna swing through to the west tower, open up this door, and this is the room that has the things that are spraying like acid at you or whatever, and at the end and on your left you can open up this door now. Pretty sure that's level 3 clearance you need for that one. But the node is just to the left as you enter the room. Right there. Alright, there's the map in case you're confused as to where this is. We've got another node coming up, starting from the same room in hydroponics. Going back towards flow control. We're going to use the elevator to get up. Alright, look out for any necromorphs that might spawn whilst you're on your way back. It can happen randomly, so even though I haven't got any enemies here, you might have a couple, just watch out. Alright, so you want to take the elevator here to floor 2. Up we go. Kind of a long way to backtrack for a node, but I do want to include all of them to help you get those achievements and trophies tied to upgrade and everything. So now we're going to go into this room on our left. In this area, you've also got some stuff for side missions. This one is Nutrition Systems. Watch out for the necromorph that runs through the door when you enter this area. You won't be able to get this node if you haven't completed the steps for the side mission we're about to show shortly. Okay, I think it's premeditated malpractice or something. So next up, we've got the weapon upgrade number 3, which is the prototype Stasis module. I'm not sure if this counts towards anything, but it's part of something. It's either counts towards a side mission or it is actually a weapon upgrade. I'm not too sure, but either way, it's in this room, in the same area, right there. Look out for the necromorph that jumps in the room. Working discreetly. And the trophy is called Final Regeneration. Okay, this is for the side mission. I'm not sure what side mission it's for, but you will have done the other steps if you follow along with me. There we go. Sorted. Alright, weapon upgrade number 4 then is the Ripper Carbon Fiber Blades. So, I think we're heading back to engineering, yep. Looks like it. A lot of stuff to backtrack for in this mission. So many of these boxes that are dotted around the place. It's hard to remember where they are. I remember on my casual playthrough I really struggled to find where they all were using the map. So hopefully me showing the map as much as I do helps you guys out. Also, once you see these areas, you kind of remember where they are, you know. If you've been here a couple of times already, you'll probably remember these areas, especially if you've played the original game. But there's the box right next to the bench. There's the weapon upgrade. Carbon Fiber Blades. Alright, we've got another one now. Weapon upgrade number 5, the Contact Beam Diffraction module. We're starting out still in engineering, where we just picked up that last upgrade. We're going to head back. I think we need to go to mining for this one. Let's go. Alright, all the way back towards that tram station. Pretty sure we just need to pretty much run through the tram. We don't actually need to use it, because mining is just on the opposite side with the tram. Just kind of convenient for us. Off we go. So we don't have to go too far into mining for this one. Pretty sure it's just around this corner. You need to move these boxes out of the way to find the door. It's having a little bit of trouble here figuring out this stupid puzzle, but got there in the end. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff in my way. It wasn't going too well. There we go. Now I can move this one. Watch out for the necromorph that pops up right here. Little nuisance. But there's the door right at the beginning of mining, which is nice at least. In we go. And in the box you can find a weapon upgrade. Sorted. There's the map in case you're confused as to where this is. Alright, next up we've got another weapon upgrade, number 6 for the Contact Beam, Portable Heliotron. Okay. So, it's a good look at the map for you. We are, I think this is medical. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Again, we're going to go and open one of those doors we previously couldn't unlock. Let's keep going down this way. I'm pretty sure this one is right next to the cryogenics room where the hunter first attacks you. Not sure what hit me there. Don't know if it was like something bursting through the door. It didn't look like the door hit me, but it was either that or a necromorph burst through the vent. Definitely got hit by something. Alright, so all this way, this is the main route you will take when you're doing this mission. Chapter 2. We're going to go through here. This is where you first encounter the lurker, and this is also where I think you get the stasis pack schematic. But yeah. Hopefully this place rings a bell for you. And there is the security door. I almost went the wrong way there, but yeah, there it is. Right in there. I'll take a quick look at the map, hopefully, in case there's any confusion as to where we are. I know some of these are very separated, so if you want a reminder, there you go, that's where it is. Alright, next up we've got a weapon upgrade number 7. This one is for the line gun Photon Energizer. So we're starting out at the shop in Medical, and we're heading this way. This is the first area you'll come to when you come to Medical. It's very dark now. That's where you see that guy bashing his head off against the wall. Alright, so yeah, I think this is the one that's next to Cryogenics actually. Doesn't matter what order you do these in, as long as you get them all, you know. Bear in mind as well, when you get a weapon upgrade, you take it to the bench, you do get a free node from doing that, which is nice. So hopefully getting all of these will just get you a bunch of nodes. Kind of decent. Watch out for the Necromorph that jumps in the room. And pretty sure it's in one of these footlockers. Yeah, there it is. Photon Energizer. Sorted. Quick look at the map. Why not? Okay, so next up we've got the schematics for the advanced engineering rig. This is actually in the area for chapter 10. This is the area with all the bodies in it. And you'll come along this route to get to the showers. Just past it is where you need to go to get to the Z-ball area. But the schematic is in this room with the shower, which you can actually end up missing if you don't come through this room. You don't have to come through it, so an easy one to miss. Next up we've got a text log. The Z-ball rules, you do have to come into this room. The text log is just on this stool next to the area that you have to go into to get the battery, the Z-ball area. So next up, we've got the achievement for Z-baller. For this one, you just have to beat 6 levels of Z-ball. Pretty much all you have to do is grab the ball and throw it into the holes. Bear in mind that if the hole is lit up, like that green one is right there, you'll get more points. Just to make it a little bit easier for you, once you've done all of that, you'll get a node out of one of the reward lockers. You get ammo and a bunch of stuff, but yeah, there's a node in the final one for being level 6, which is pretty useful. Nice. Alright, so now we can get the level 5 suit after finding the schematic that we picked up a little bit earlier in the shower. This will give us the advanced engineering rig. This one costs 60k credits. We've spent a lot of money on suits throughout this run. And upgrades as well. It's probably a good couple of 100k that you'll spend. I'm pretty sure there's like 100k alone on suits. If this one's 65 or 60, and the last one we got was 35, I mean, right there, that's 95k. The first suit upgrade you get is 10. I can't remember what the others were, but there's, you know, well over 100k there. There we go, sorted. The level 6 suit you get for beating the game on New Game Plus. You can get it during New Game Plus. So, our 5th node of this section of the run. So as you come through this room that have got those monsters that fall to pieces in them, you can go left or right. It's right to the elevator, but if you come to the left, you'll find this little box with a node in it. So, next up we've got a text log, the second one of this section, called Thank You Doctor. This is the elevator you'll have to take. Be careful when you first come to this elevator because you'll get attacked by a necromorph from down where that power node was. So when you come into this room, you'll see Mercer talking via like a hologram or whatever. And you'll see all this stuff piled in front of a door. Move it all out of the way, come in here, go to your right, and you can find the text log right there. Sorted. So, from the same room, you can find a node. This is the room that have got those tentacle monsters on the wall in. You want to take them out. There's one on your left, I'm pretty sure, as well. There's actually 2 of these guys. So be careful running over to your left. You can make it to this door just by taking out one of them, but if you get close to those guys, I'm pretty sure they insta-kill you. So watch out for that. The text log is in this room. This is where you need to grab the battery from to continue in this chapter. But yeah, get the node that's in here also. You will have to come in here for the main objective, but it's easy to miss that node. Next up, we've got another audio log. This one is for side missions, scientific methods. This will give you the achievement trophy called Whole Again. You'll come into this room for, I think, destroying one of the tendrils. But if you come into this room, which will only be open if you've done the other steps of the side mission, you'll get this sort of thing play out with Isaac, where he has to watch this conversation between him and Nicole. I'll speed this up because it's kind of long. I could have just edited it out, to be honest, but oh well, we're here now. Let's just get it out of the way. After we beat this mission, the last 2 missions are really short when it comes to collectibles. Alright, we're almost done with this conversation. Sorted. Alright. So, audio log number 2 then. Side missions, scientific methods. Right in here. Watch this log, let it play out, and get your achievement or trophy. There's also a collectible in this room. Sorry, I think it's a weapon upgrade. Yeah, it's a weapon upgrade. But I think I might leave the room and show it again because other people may not be familiar with how to get here. Although I think to get here, you have to do the scientific methods mission. But just because this one can be a little bit tricky to find the route to, if I just pick it up from in that room, I'll show me going back there. So this is the room where you have to destroy the tendril with the control panel on the end of it. Go in here to the consultant's office or whatever it's called, and you can get the force gun upgrade. If you just followed along with me, you can just grab it in the same room. But I wanted to be thorough with this chapter because I know that it can be a little confusing with how close together so many of the collectibles are. So next up we can get a marker fragment. This is in the room that gets quarantined. For this one, you'll have to come in here and come this way to get the battery out of this room. This is where you'll find the woman laughing. So come in here, grab the battery. The enemies won't attack you until you shoot the tendril. But this one will spawn next to the control panel once you pick up the battery. So be ready for him. Watch your back, make sure nothing's coming behind you. Slap this in the battery hole. And you want to open up the doors for this. There's another enemy coming. Yeah, they don't like us messing with batteries. Alright, so now we need to head back. You can shoot the tendril now if you want to, but if you want to just get this out of the way before you do that, that's entirely up to you. So go back the way you came, come this way, and now these doors will be unlocked, and you need to come into the deluxe quarters on the right, or left, it doesn't really matter which side, and the marker fragment is on the table on the left side of the room. So now we need to work on going back into the same room, but just in case anyone's using timestamps, I'll basically show how to do all of that again. If you've just followed along with me and got into that room, this upgrade is in that same room. But for anybody who is using timestamps, you need to come in here to the deluxe bunks, I think they're called, or something like that. Grab the battery, back through here, and you need to throw this battery. Actually threw it the wrong way there. You need to throw it to the right to put it into the wall. Watch out for the necromorph that will spawn next to the control panel if you haven't already done this yet. So put that in, activate the doors, and then go back the way you came. It's this way. Okay. And you want to go into the door on your right or left, doesn't really matter. Into the deluxe quarters, and you can open up the box that's on the left side of the room. Right there. Well, it's on the back wall. There we go. That's that flamethrower upgrade. Sorted. Okay, don't forget to loot this room as well. Got a semiconductor there. It's kind of a difficult one to get into, so it pays to get all the loot. I think I let this video play, this part of the video play for a little bit longer than I should have, but yeah. Okay, so next up we've got an audio log. Audio log number 3. This one's called Planetary Sacrifices. Starting from where the marker is, in the, I think it's called the Central Nexus. We're going to go left and through this door, back towards the executive quarters. May not have already been here, you may have already been here, but we'll get these as we go through. So, text log number 3 then is called Planetary Mining, an Investor's Guide. Alright. It's just in this room as you enter. Same room. We're going to get text log number 4, which is called Eternal Rest. And we need to go into this room, which is Captain Matthias's quarters, where we can find the text log in the back. We're going to need to come back to this room once we get the last marker fragment, so that we can actually activate the alternate ending if that's something you're interested in. Next up, we've got text logs number 5, starting in that same room. This one's called White's List. We're going to go over here into this room that's barricaded up. And text log is just on the table to our left in this room. Sorted. Okay, so node number 7 then can also be found in this same room. I know I keep starting from this point, but I thought it best because we're getting so many in the same area, and I know some people are probably using timestamps to find individual things. So right there is the key card that we need to get in order to get into the room that has the node in it. The tendril you need to destroy is actually at the back of that area as well, but let's clear out these collectibles first. Open up this room with the security card. You can now open this box and get yourself a gold semiconductor. You don't need to do that, but why not? Smash the power lock that's in this room, and then you can get into the next room so that you can get the node. Kind of a long-winded one, but there we go. This also gives you a part of the code for the sea shanty we got earlier, but we've already done that. Text log number 6 then is the Nexus Organism. This is again starting at the central Nexus. We're going to go this way over to our right, facing the marker from the top level. Go through here. And when you come into this area, you'll have a conversation with Kine if it's the first time you've come here, but we're not too worried about that. Come into this room, and the text log is just on the table. If you're playing on New Game Plus, you can also find a marker fragment in this room. I'm going to show it in a second, but to save you doubling back, you can just grab it if you're already in that room. In case you're using the timestamps though, and you just want to get the marker fragments, you can only get this on New Game Plus only. I just said only twice. Head back this way to the right, and to the area where you have a conversation with Kine, which is just through here into the room that he's standing in, and the marker fragment is on the table right in front of you behind this bottle of wine. Okay, and lastly, we've got node number 8, and this one is just after you have to press the button to move the marker. Once the doors are open on your left and right, go through the door to your left, and there is a node right through the door. You'll see me pick it up in a sec. But yeah, that's it for chapter 10. I know this has been a long one. Thank you very much for following along with me. I hope the guides are helping you out. Let me know in that comment section if they have been. And yeah, check out that log list for any help you might need. But until next time, take it easy.